Noobs. So with all the hype and praise going on for the TV show Shogun right now, if you're into samurai content or being a samurai or feeling like a samurai, and what perfect timing, what divine intervention that around the same time that this limited TV show is out, we have our very own samurai game. The name of that game is Rise of the Ronin. One of the games that I've been highly anticipated ever since the initial release that I reacted to. I believe it was a PlayStation State of Play 2022, and ever since then we've got a lot more gameplay, a lot of more cinematics, a lot of more story, a lot of more impressions. As I've recently started here on the channel, by the end of this video, if I do a good enough job, you should be able to determine if you want to buy the game or if you want to pass on the game for now. Full disclosure, some people hold my opinions and my impressions to a very high standard for whatever reason, but listen to me, I want to say I am not a game reviewer, I am not a journalist, I am not, IGN, thank God, Skill Up or GameSpot or one of these holler prestigious like reviewer channels. I'm working on it, but right now I'm just a dude with a camera with a passion for video games and giving you my opinions, what I think after me doing YouTube for almost 4 years now, been in the gaming world. So take it with a grain of cayenne pepper. So with that, I'm going to have timestamps in the video down below. We're going to go over the good, the bad, the mid, and the ugly. And speaking of the ugly, off rip, I gotta say, the hearts animations, people have been clowning online, got Asmon Gold making clips about it. The hearts animation is terrible. So I saw a YouTube comment that said Team Ninja, Koei Tecmo, has been using the same hearts animation since Dynasty Warriors 9. Of course, I went and searched it up, and you tell me what you see.
幕末を生きる人物たちと紡いだ因縁が物語
Hey, I had to get that out the way. I'll give them that. The harsh animations are very dated. But don't be discouraged. I have a lot of more positive things to say about this game. Don't you worry. We're going to try to keep it nice, balanced, and fair. Please drop a like on the video. It's really going to help us out. Our videos get off to a slow roll for whatever reason. So the more likes and comments that the algorithm, I guess, sees, the more it pushes the video out within the next 24 to 48 hours to other passionate gamers like yourself. So I appreciate you. Let's get into it. So if it wasn't obvious already, I'm a bit biased simply because I'm a major samurai, feudal Japan historian, fan. I love the culture. I love it all. So me playing a samurai game where I can parry and this has Souls-like features, this is a slam dunk for me. Hell, it could be 8-bit and I probably would still be excited for it. Seeing that it was from Team Ninja, knowing what they have to offer when it came to like Neo and Ninja Gaiden and some of the other Souls-like very difficult games that they have, I know that scares a lot of people because me a year and a half ago, I would have never even touched a Souls-like game. I notoriously hated them because I wasn't really looking for a challenge. I was looking for something that I can just play, kick back, and just forget about my day. But now, I believe this is the perfect gateway Souls-like game simply because they have difficulty settings. Now, to prepare myself, I've watched probably over 10 first impression videos of Rise of the Ronin. Some good, some bad, from Skill Up, from Fighting Cowboy, from PlayStation Plus. Whoever got impressions, I watched all of them because I wanted to have the full spectrum. I haven't played the game yet. I've only just seen the impressions and read and watched gameplay just like you have. So where I'm coming from is just a place of intrigue, hype, and curiosity, and maybe a bit of caution. Now on the surface, it looks just like another generic open world RPG type game right now, and I know a lot of people have the open world burnout, especially right now if you're playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Of course, Dragon's Dogma 2 comes out on the same day. These are very long, lengthy RPG games that's meant to keep you in the game for a long time, which from the sounds of it and the looks of it, Rise of the Ronin is doing the same thing. However, they don't do it as detailed and successfully as some of the other bigger games that's out right now, from what I can tell, which in my opinion is not a bad thing. Every game doesn't need to be a 100-hour grind fest. Sometimes you just want to kind of get in, go clear out a base, as you will be able to do in some of the side missions, go in, fight a few bad guys, cut a few heads off, jump back on your horse, and go into the next town or the next city, whatever you're doing. I don't really think that's a bad thing that the open world doesn't look as detailed as something as Ghost of Tsushima, and that's what a lot of people I believe are going to have a big hang up at, because if you're coming off playing Ghost of Tsushima and you're jumping straight into this, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be dramatically unimpressed, just because the visuals, number one, a lot of people can't get past the visuals right now. I've never been big on the visuals, just depends on the type of game. game. I've watched hours of footage of Rise of the Ronin in 4K and 60 FPS, and it looks rough compared to a lot of other games that's on one console. This is only on PS5, so the devs didn't have to make this on PC, on Nintendo Switch, on the Xbox Series S. Notoriously makes the devs have to downgrade their games to fit those specs. This is only on PlayStation 5, and if you're looking just at the PlayStation 5 exclusives, this doesn't hold up whatsoever from what I've seen so far. Now, of course, YouTube compresses video footage, but everyone that I've watched, over 10 first impression reviewers, all said the same thing, that it is very unimpressed when it comes to the graphical fidelity. I know you're saying right now, that's Team Ninja's thing, that's their art style, and I understand that, I get that. However, if you're charging $70 for a game, it's a PS5 next gen exclusive, then a lot of people want to hold you up to those next gen PS5 standards. So that's a decision, honestly, you will have to make if it lives up to the graphical fidelity that you prefer in the game. They do have two different settings in the game. They have a fidelity mode and they have a performance mode. And from my understanding, the fidelity mode doesn't really do too much more outside the pre-rendered or the full cutscenes that they have in the game. But they do have the performance mode. Myself, I'm going to be playing in the 60 FPS. I always like the performance mode over quality because the game looks great, but it feels like shit. What's the point? Team Ninja has a certain reputation, as you know, so it's kind of expected for their gameplay and their combat to feel sausage, to feel satisfying, to feel good. And that's the main thing that I'm getting the game for, is just the satisfaction and the feedback of that parry. Because like I mentioned earlier, right now I'm like 50 hours, 60 hours deep into Liza P, and the parry is absolutely everything. The haptic feedback, the timing, like in order for you to get your health back or to get like a bonus or to get your next hit to mean something, that parry time has to be perfect, which was the same thing with Wulong Fallen Dynasty. As y'all saw me conquer right here on this channel, I did rage not one time. So it seems like Rise of the Ronin is going to take suit in that same fashion, with focusing heavy on the gameplay, not more so on the graphics, and I'm for one is fine with that. So it does have a co-op and a multiplayer system, so if you have one of your friends that also gets the game, well, I think PlayStation has this game share thing where you can just basically share your game with a friend. I've never done it before. I know one of my buddies has, and I was just kind of blown away when he was explaining it to me. But you will be able to play the story with your friend, co-op style, so y'all can go in and be running freaking katanas together. Because similar to like Red Dead Redemption, I know kind of like GTA 6, but Red Dead, you know, they do have a set of like Ronin, like Ronin officers, I don't know the correct term, in each town. So if you're in there just attacking civilians, they will put a bounty on your head and they will be coming after your ass. So there is like an honor system as well. So either you can go against good Ronin and or like Ghost Ronin if you want to, so to speak. And with them having a system like that, I think that is really, really cool. Just add some more layers to a story, to a game that's already seems to be pretty fun. They have looting in the game. They have a stand system. They have like these little mini games that you see in some of the B-roll where you're flying around. They have like a shooting game. So make no mistake about it, they definitely have a lot of RPG elements that'll definitely keep you busy. I believe this is about a 30 to 40 hour game, which is a pretty beefy game. I would imagine if you're trying to platinum or do like the 100% completion, you should have more than enough meat on the bones to knock that out if you want. And at the end of the day, price is $69.99 for the standard edition. If you get the deluxe edition, it is $79.99. You get a few armor sets, 1 or 2 different katanas if I'm not mistaken. I don't think that extra $10 is worth it in my opinion, just for a few armor sets, unless it's like some pay to win shit. But just getting the base $69.99 I believe will be worth it. So lastly, it was one common denominator that all of the first impression people said, I mean almost like 8 out of 10 or so that I watched, is that Rise of the Ronin takes inspiration from so many games like Elden Ring, Assassin's Creed, Sekiro, even some of their previous games like Neo 2, and Wulong Fallen Dynasty. And they said each one of those games did everything better in those games that Rise of the Ronin is trying to copy. And I know that sounds pretty shit. So that really kind of took me back, and I was like, well, damn, man, it really seems like maybe they bit off more than they can chew on this one, or maybe they had just too many ideas that they kind of just threw into one big bowl. That is something that you should keep at the top of your mind whenever you're deciding if you're going to drop that $70 on this game. But listen, at the end of the day, it's all about fun. And a game like this, for me, for myself, I simply want to feel like a samurai, and I want it to be fun, and I want it to be satisfying. As long as I can parry and I can stab and I can stealth around, I can do some cool ninja shit, I can flick the blood off of my blade after I kill someone, which you can do, then I'm happy. That's exactly what I'm looking for when I play this game. Now, I'm sure when the reviews come out, I don't think this game is going to review very high. why a lot of people want to be shitting on it. A lot of people shitting on it right now. But something I've learned when these last few years of doing YouTube, it don't matter what anyone says. It don't matter what I say. As long as you're having fun, you feel the value, and that's all that counts. I still have people to this day commenting on old videos about them having fun playing Redfall. Them having fun playing Gollum, them having fun playing Suicide Squad. All just critically acclaimed, terrible games, and they're still having fun. And you know what? I respect it. Now, I did get word that PlayStation will be sending me this game, but if they wasn't sending me this game, what I bought, yes, I'm a YouTuber. But my honest opinion right now, if you're in the middle of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, or if you're looking to decide between Dragon's Dogma and Rise of the Ronin on the same day, I would definitely say wait for a sale on this one. I think this is going to be discounted within like the next 2 months. E3 season around June, they're going to have this at a discount. That's when I would say would probably be the perfect time for you to pick this game up. And again, that's based off everything that I'm seeing right now. But listen to me when I say this. If you're a samurai fan, if you're a samurai fanatic, buy this game on release 1,000,000%. But if you're on the fence and you're looking at other games, it's okay. Wait for a list sale. Let that $70 come down to about $50, $60, and I think you will have an absolute banger on your hands. But again, that is just my opinion. And if you're on PC, you should just chill out until May. Ghost of Tsushima port Director's Cut is coming to you, and you'll be able to get this type of game in the highest form that it can be, in my opinion, even over Sekiro. And if you're on Xbox, you still got Wulong Fallen Dynasty or some of the Neo games. Hell, you still got Sekiro, but most importantly, y'all got Dynasty Warriors 9. None of this shit matters anyway, because at the end of the day, we all waiting for Big Mama to drop. And who's Big Mama? You know who Big Mama is. That Shadow of the Earth Tree, baby. But we'll talk about that a different day. Listen, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be playing. Look out for the video on the channel. Thank you so much for giving me some of your time. I appreciate you. I'll catch y'all next time.
Yeah.